You talk about another episode of I Blew It. Orlando Pirates 0, Cape Town City 1 in the Betway Premiership. Orlando Pirates, like I said, blow an opportunity to go to the top of the table when the gap was opened by Mamelodi Sundowns. We'd rather have points on the board than games in hand, and there we are again. So in this post-match review on the Happy People TV Orlando Pirates fan channel, we're going to talk about it. Yes, we're going to go over the key moments in the game. We're going to go over a little bit of tactical insights. Let's find out where the game was won and lost. And finally, we're going to go over the player ratings. And it's not going to be easy, but strap in. And just before we get into that, and just before we kick off, let's not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to be notified, and then just don't forget to share so we can grow the community. Danko Buccaneers in advance. So, Mr. Coach, I believe you have some key moments that you have noticed and taken a closer look at. What do you have for us? What are your thoughts on the game, Chief?
First things first, Tshegofatso Mabasa, in the 2024 calendar year, he scored 20 goals across all competitions for Orlando Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
He got 16 league goals, top goal scorer. He's got 3 hat-tricks in that same, 2 hat-tricks in that same calendar year. One against Golden Arrows, other one against Maruma Gallants recently. He has also gone out to say that he is the league's best first-time finisher.
Self-proclaimed.
And I agree with him.
Okay.
All this to say,
okay,
at any given moment, if Mabasa is on the pitch for Orlando Pirates in the 11, out of everybody else, take form aside, take all history aside, and you just look at the game, and we look at numbers, he is most likely to score than anybody else is. Even on the bench, we are most likely to get a goal from him.
Really?
Yeah, stats say that. He's our best goal scorer.
Okay.
Why am I mentioning this? 63 minutes into the game, the game is almost 50-50, a little bit swayed towards our side, but for the most part, it's a fair game. Not too much chances on our side, not too much opportunities being clear on goal at least. We might have our foot on possession, but that's about it. Not really causing much goal threats. Mara, we have the most touches in the box. Yeah, opposition. Basically, we are in the area.
Yes.
All that's left to do is finish our dinner, right?
Yeah, okay.
63 minutes on the clock. The score is 0-0. We bring off Tshegofatso Mabasa. We replace him with Buitumelo Radiopane. His track record this season, I think he has less than 5.
Don't you think that has anything to do with the way Mabasa was performing? I'm saying no matter whether he's putting in a 1 or a performance or a 9 of a performance, if we're chasing the game, it doesn't matter.
The one thing I learned from this previous period where we had 3 games where we were winless.
Yeah.
We were playing, Mahopa was starting and Mabasa was coming onto the pitch.
Yes.
We have even less chance of getting a goal. Not that we won't. But now we're looking at Mofokeng, we're looking at Mbatha, we're looking at
what I'm trying to say is that does this mean that he now has free reign to perform however he likes in your eyes?
I would never use those words. What I'm trying to say is if you absolutely need a goal, keep Mabasa on the pitch. I don't care how he's playing. Keep him on the pitch. If he's not scoring goals, he's definitely causing problems in the box.
So, in order to summarize, the sentiment in this point right here is that you see the substitution of Mabasa as one of the key moments that turned our fortunes, or basically did a lot to, affect our fortunes.
I am looking at my coach. I'm asking questions. I'm saying,
yes,
we are playing a match where we need to win. We are in a moment of the game. The game has gone by now, past midway. We need a goal. Frustration levels are growing. The opposition is lowering in terms of fatigue. They're getting they have a lot less legs in them left. We want more attacking impetus. We want more goal threats. And you are bringing off the league's biggest goal threat. In exchange, you bring on Evidence Makgopa, who has only scored from mistakes, capitalized from mistakes. And granted, he created those mistakes. Bottom sure. The mistakes already created, but he's only capitalized on mistakes. Radio Bane is still looking for his goal scoring form. He has one goal, Leo. It was a penalty kick and an 8-1 thrashing of Marumo Cannons that he was given. Yes, I want to see him on the pitch.
They handed it to him.
He was on the pitch. I want to see him gain that goal confidence. Mara, in a league game in Cape Town, 63 minutes on the clock, and we are goalless. We desperately need a goal. I don't want you to bring off my best striker to try for something. Because now, once that happened, I'm looking at Mofokeng.
You're looking at Nkota, who's had a tough game.
I'm looking at Nkota for his
You're looking at the radio man himself.
I'm hoping radio man can be in the right position. I'm hoping Omnatika position. I'm hoping. Hope is not a strategy.
And then are you not saying that even with Mabasa playing crap, keeping him on means you're hoping? But you're saying, okay, Fede, you have a little bit more to have faith in.
I have options. I can play the cross.
Yeah.
I can't cross if Mabasa is not on the pitch.
Yeah.
But
you can cross, but you shouldn't be crossing.
I shouldn't be crossing.
Yeah.
At least corner. How many corners did we get? Do you have the stats there?
Yeah. The corner kick 7.
How many of them did you see where we actually could have gotten something from it? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Don't make me okay, hold on. Right now we're talking about after Mabasa.
I'm still calling Mabasa right now. I am saying
in general
we get a corner kick
on the pitch.
We get a corner kick.
You
have Mabasa to target.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to set pieces and corners, I think we have good routines because we usually take them short. We usually switch it up. I don't know if that feeds your narrative or not, but this is what first popped up in my mind when you did mention corner. I was like, hold on, don't put it all on who's supposed to be in the box, because I feel like we switch it up so much that it's not about the height in the box and our threat in that congested area. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Look, like I'm saying, I'm not necessarily looking at saying Mabasa alone, bringing him off cost us of the game.
Yeah.
I am using it to highlight the fact that I'm looking at my coach, Coach Jose. Love you very much.
Question marks.
I'm looking at you, coach, and I'm saying you took this game for granted. You made, for me, that what you better change. You make it at 2-0 up. To bring on Marco, 2-0 up. Okay, Van Rooyen has been strained, so Munyana needs to come on. But it's a change you want to make when we have the upper hand. We are chasing a goal. And you're bringing me Paseka Maku, Evidence Makgopa, Thabiso Munyana. Where's the goal going to come from? To bail me out.
Yeah, that's very interesting. What I felt like is that that bench was looking, it was looking tough from the beginning, but I love the starting lineup.
Yes.
So for me, it's one of those situations where you cover one thing and then the other one breaks. So
Sure.
Yeah, and we could have been blaming the starting lineup, but for some reason we are not saying anything about the starting lineup because we loved it.
Because that was the lineup we chose.
Yes, yes. So
to be fair, bro, we had a very good first half.
True. Yeah. If you do look at the stats of the first half, from fair to talking about the first half, we did have the possession and we had a good amount of shots. The keeper made only 2 saves, and that shot that Dlamini is sharpling ball.
That was one of the saves, actually. He got a fingertip.
Oh, he got a fingertip to that.
Yeah.
All right, Fede. Okay, cool. Fede, the first point you made, I think it's a good one to think about. Sorry, just before I get into my point, because I feel like these stats just brought me to think about something I wanted to highlight. Yes. I understand that point. It's a tough one. You know why? It's a tough one when it comes to keeping Mabasa on the field. Okay, first of all, I did try to highlight, I would say, do we now keep him on no matter what? Cool. So his performance, he also needs to earn the right to stay on the field. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm saying he's
You're saying you saying he's earned it by association or by by
his
profile.
goal record.
By profile and his
Yeah.
goal record and by stats. I
Yeah.
hear you. I
Yeah.
hear you. Cool. No, it's not. It's not a bad sentiment to have. I see why you're saying that. Thank you. Okay, so like I wanted to say, my key point, and I think what is important for how the game turned out, is that I think we need to talk about this thing of Pirates and finishing the dinner.
Yes.
It's not the first time we say it. Maybe it's the first time we actually highlight it on a show. But I remember when we were at the stadium for the game against Abidjan, this recent one. You made a comment to say, "Hore," something about the finishing. Do you remember what you said?
At halftime, we could have been 3 or 4 goals up.
Yes,
I've
yes,
said
yes.
this for so many games in the
Yes,
last
yes,
couple
yes.
of yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we were actually highlighting. We were highlighting the fact that the third goal, Mofokeng. Is it the third goal? The one that was basically walked into the
Oh
net.
yes, the Nkota assist that he didn't
Nkota-
mean to assist.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. But the most of the hard work was done by Mofokeng, if I remember correctly. Yes.
No, yeah. He started the move. Yes. He
Yeah.
started the move,
Okay. Great. That is a clear example of walking the ball into the goal. If you guys take a look at, it's kind of our strength. I feel like the best version of this, or the ceiling of this Orlando Pirates team, is a team that can rip opponents apart in such a way that we are able to walk it in like that every single time. I think we suffer from that in games or in moments where we just need to get it done. Just finish your dinner and take responsibilities. Finish your dinner.
True.
Can you see me, guys? Can you see me? Can you see me? Finish your dinner and take responsibility. That's what we need to learn. We probably just do need a lot more players like Mabasa. If you think about it, you need to look at the squad.
There's a moment in Mabasa in the first half where I think he had Mofokeng to his left. He was approaching the D line, Mabasa, and he had Mofokeng to his left. I think he took one touch. I will bet everything that I have that Mahopa passes Mofokeng there.
Yeah.
Mabasa took a shot and I couldn't be more proud. And that's the difference.
Yes.
We need conviction in those areas.
Yes. I feel like Hotto is somebody who also provided it in the previous game. He got 2 chances, one he missed, and the other one he took responsibility. So I think just having this conversation right now, I am starting to see a pattern, not a pattern, but a shape or a character of the team that is more about style of play, beautiful style of play. And I think if you look at our current pool of players, guys in the audience, am I right to say that we can kind of now have a team of more beautiful football, walk it into the net type of players, and we kind of struggling in the department, yeah. Predators and people. There's this other channel that I watch where the guy calls it GID, get it done.
Sure.
So, get it done. We don't have many get it done players.
Boshalolile.
Yeah.
You're gonna see nothing fancy there.
Wangtola.
Yeah.
So that's the one key point that I wanted to highlight. And you guys can give us your comments in the comment section. Do you have anything to say about that, or do you want to get into your next point?
Another thing that I really want to talk about, and I think now it highlights itself more. You know, Coach before they go play a game, they try to play all the scenarios hypothetically, what could happen.
Every coach says that.
Yeah, they try to prepare for every type of scenario.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
And for me, one of those scenarios is when you are goal down with 15, 17 minutes to go. 17 minutes to go, I want to see my team throw everything at it. I want to see everybody push up in the middle of the park. Not Paseka getting smoked, by the way, on a counter-attack and almost conceding a second goal. I want to see the character. And unfortunately, this is something that we're missing from Saleng right now. Nagel like Saleng every day off camera.
Gid merchant. Yeah.
Yesterday's game is one of those games that Saleng wins those for us, hands down. That's where he shows up. I want to see us force. We didn't have a wonderful game. Conditions weren't all going for us. I want somebody who's gonna stand up and decide, okay, Sekunje Bafetu, 3 or 4 players that are gonna be like, all right, let's go force this draw at least. Let's get a point. Let's get something from this. Don't lose a game just because you shouldn't be winning it. Is what I'm trying to say. And I saw Mofokeng do it. I saw him. He left everything on the pitch. And shout out that's all you can ever ask for from your players. Yeah, I want to see Horemfetu. It wasn't a beautiful game. Things didn't go our way.
Everything was literally left on the pitch. If there's anything that you're looking for from the players, you're gonna have to go to the beach to find it.
Exactly. I want us to turn bad situations into a point, bro. That's what I'm asking for.
So, was this a bad situation, or okay? There's kind of a little bit of a paradox. How to draw it, eh? You're saying you want to turn a bad situation into a point. Okay, does it count to call it a bad situation when I say, okay, I'm having a bad situation, my players' shooting boots are not on? Is that a bad situation?
Yeah, it's a less than favorable. Yeah, that's a bad situation. Because I don't want to say the game was a difficult situation. I kept saying this in the watch along, Vele. Second half, they say Khati to Cape Town City. You could see that those players finished as Kumnand. I think we lost more to their character than anything. Like,
no, we didn't. We didn't lose to them. Oh, they did not beat us.
Okay, sure.
Like honestly, you are saying that there's not really much we can say about them except that they stayed in the game for long enough for us to give it to them.
100%. Like I'm saying,
all they did is
that
not.
Could have been a 2-3-0 loss, bro. Those 5-10 minutes where after Tito missed another penalty, things didn't get shaky immediately.
It was still good. It was kind of like okay, you missed it. Like at that moment when that penalty happened, and we missed it, it was like take it on the chin. These things happen.
It's football.
Sure. And we move on. We push on. We kept on attacking. And if I'm not mistaken, that goal comes from not a counter attack, but it was shortly after our attack. Yeah,
we played well for another minute or two.
Yeah,
but and then we dropped off. That minute or two was. It's like sort of Tito had a nice adrenaline rush after missing. He wanted to get more involved.
Yes,
he wanted to fix things.
Yes,
but as soon as that didn't come off. It was like, yo. So honestly, I felt like if we played for 20 more minutes, we were not going to score. And again, take a long on you. When things are not going our way like that, we get dealt a curveball. Grind it out to figure it's a plan, ninja. Stakes are high.
And you, going back to your first point, when it comes to it's a plan, one man that you want on the pitch is Mabasa.
Cross the ball.
One of the only people whose foot is always looking towards the net.
Exactly.
So if you had to summarize, how would you summarize that third point? Or
that third point honestly highlights they all tie together. We were not prepared for this game. We prepared for things going well. You look at our bench, it proves that.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You had something to say about if it's the last 15 minutes. I think that was your point.
No, I'm just saying, that 15 minutes, grind it out, throw everything at it. Yeah, grind it out, make it work.
So your sentiment is, boys, let's build a culture of grinding it out because these nights are gonna come. Yes.
Could have fought for a draw.
For me, this loss and the Stellenbosch loss are two different things.
No, they are different, yes. Definitely they're different.
Fit.
Stellenbosch, I could have planned for it in my season plans. Things may or may not go well.
Because Zimnandi.
Because Zimnandi. Cape Town City, I'm like, my chance.
So come on. When it comes to grinding it out, for me, this is where the paradox that I was mentioning comes about. You grind it out if it's a tough day that you are not getting through your opponents. We were getting through them.
25 charges.
So what are we grinding?
A result now. Now we're grinding a result. Get away. Performance is not enough.
So we're not. The thing is, what's sad about football is that it doesn't matter how pretty you are. The ball cannot put itself at the back of the net.
Intention is not enough.
Intention and huffing and puffing is not enough to blow the house down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so when it comes to grinding the results, that is a double thing of we need more players with that character, but we also need to, okay, one, we need players with that kind of character. Two, that kind of character needs to become part of the culture of the team. Either that or we go down the Sundowns route, because I feel like let me just try to summarize this. I feel like we're trying to chase Sundowns. Sundowns are big squad when they're doing well, and they usually have more quality than us when you look at the whole squad. Number one. Number two, we are chasing them. Rona, we are trying to do this with youngsters and beautiful football. At some point, you're just going to need to make signings for grinding out and then carry on with this philosophy of the youngster. But I don't think we can compete with Sundown season in, season out, carrying on like this, where on a night that is not your night, you don't have somebody.
That's
Or
why
it's not part of the culture. I don't that big man up from Maguire that you're going to put on. And instead of a center back, you're going to put him in front for the header.
I don't agree completely. The reason why is that I don't think we lack the quality or human resources to have grinded out the result. I am saying we went to Cape Town. We flew to Cape Town expecting Horeda. Starting 11 says Mnate. They will get the job done.
Yes.
And in the second half, we're going to consolidate the game. And left all other emergency. We didn't come with them. We left, any other player that had an opportunity. Coach, okay, let's put Saling aside, right? Attacking impetus. Bring Gilberto. Let him go fill on the pitch. Bring Kimvidi on, let him go fill on the pitch. Bring Kimvidi. Who else is an attacking player that could actually bring us something in the middle of the park?
They've never
bring him on. If you're gonna put him in the match day squad, bring him on, bro.
Especially when you are chasing.
You brought them assuming things are gonna go well. If they don't
and
go
then
well,
you still don't put them on, and then you show your true colors. I'm kidding.
No,
yeah.
All I'm saying is we were naive. We flew to Cape Town naive. We didn't prepare enough. We thought about Gaya. And instead, they didn't.
Yeah.
We prepared for one half of football.
we prepared to kill it all in one half. You're true. You are right about that. I was just trying to look at exactly how our bench was looking, and because one thing that is hard for me to believe, and I think I was a little blind. As soon as I saw Hore Arna to benching. I never asked myself, and like, who's missing? So I just wanted to let me see if I can quickly just go through the lineups or whatever, or maybe I'll look at it later. But one net in fact, one net. It's fine. I think yes. If we had to go through those people, it's Kimvidi, it's Gilberto, it's Chobi.
Mleleki, they will just count him because he does play an advanced position, even though he's still a youngster like Nkota, but he should be counted there as well. So
and then you silently cry about Saleh.
I'm crying tears about Saleh. Yes,
yeah. I can't think of anyone else unless.
But that's 5 players, bro.
Yeah.
17 minutes, 5 players. If
you know what I'd like to do, Coach?
Yeah.
I'd like to actually. I don't know which part of the video we're gonna do it, but then I'd like to actually, or maybe we'll do a different video, guys. We'll see if we have enough time. I want you to actually, I want you to go through this game, right? And then we basically gonna go on Fort Mob and do a formation, and then your preferred formation for the end of the team.
Okay.
For the end of the game, how the team should have looked at the end of the game, given the substitutes that we did have. Yeah, guys. Hopefully we can get to that in this video, but let's just finish our key points in change the game. I'm gonna have to ask you about one. Tito Maswanganyi. We can say that Darren Keat was the man of the match and he made a lot of saves. And maybe, hey, yeah, I feel like they were like, oh, clean sheet. Who's the man of the match? Darren Keat. Yeah. So, Tito misses the penalty. And it cost us 3 points. Your thoughts on that?
Kudos to Tito for winning that penalty. I believe we win.
Yeah, we win.
Ricky like winner. I think the penalty, for football can kill you, Praga. It was a tough night. Not a tough night in terms of conditions, but in the sense that things like that didn't go away. Dlamini Shaple Pala, Tito Mfetu, Nakim Sheba, I look at him and I say, I'd like him to head up. As soon as we get the next penalty, please take it. Let's get over this. Yeah. Critical moment, yes, that's the moment that lost us the game. I will be honest, I'll accept it.
In a critical phase of the game.
We score that, we're having a whole completely different review now. Thumbnail change.
Yeah.
Top of the log.
Top of you. Yeah.
But it didn't happen like that. And it's football, it happens. First of all, I really like how he responded in the first 2 minutes. I liked his spirit. He faded off afterwards, but I like that he didn't sulk and start behaving like certain other players when things don't go their well. So I like that. Yeah, all I can say is next penalty we get, Kaya Tito, let him get over it. I like that he had the character to take it in the first place. I'd like him, fine, I get this.
Okay, we concede a goal right after the penalty. Obviously, it's a key moment in the game. Anybody to blame? Anything in the defensive shape or anything defensively that you feel like is it a once-off? Is it a problem that we have defensively? Or how do you see the way we conceded? Yeah,
I think I'm about 2 games from saying we need to have an honest conversation about Sesane and Sibisi as a pairing. They are good. Yes, they do. They're both individually really great defenders. But I think as a pair, they have mistakes in them. And it's about whether or not the opposition can capitalize.
Yeah.
Case in point, 8-1 Maruma Gallants. Clean sheet game, that goal is unacceptable. Bodlela, unlike Ntwana, unacceptable.
Yes.
I'm looking at the goal we conceded now against Cape Town. Okay, first of all, Hotto, I love you, but that's poor, bro.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, we just missed
Naive,
the penalty.
complacent.
We just missed the penalty. We are under pressure. We are trying to get the game back into our control. And you're going to try and play cheeky ball in a very dangerous place at the back there. Ntwana, do better there. Clear your lines. Let's sort ourselves out. So I'm definitely looking at Hotto and saying if Hotto doesn't do that, we probably don't concede. Okay, sharp. Kenza Hotto. I am now looking at my centre backs. My goodness.
Shout out to David Gonzalez, by the way, for the goal.
Yeah, shout out. Good finish. I'm looking
Darwin Gonzalez. Yeah.
I'm looking at my left centre back again, unfortunately, Bodlela. While the ball has been knocked around before, Gonzalez. That pressing where they just lunge in for tackles are not good enough.
To me, that looks like instruction.
Not good enough tackles with instruction.
Okay. So you're highlighting the tackle quality, not the fact that he went in for it. Okay, great.
Not like that, yeah. You gotta do better 1v1.
Yes.
Especially if there's somebody covering you.
Yeah, species 1v1.
Not good enough.
For me, I like him. He's one of those he needs to get there first.
Yeah.
He needs to see it first. He needs to get there first. He needs to be in control of the situation. I don't like seeing Sibisi reactionary. It's
face to goal.
Yeah.
Says HIV.
Yeah. I wanna. Yeah. HIV. Yes.
So I'm looking at my defense there. Again, in a concentration, we are still accepting what just happened, and now we are under the cosh for like those few moments. I'm looking at my defense. We should be doing better. I'm just gonna say as a side note, I think between Upodlela and Sibisi, Upodlela and Sesane,
yeah,
only one of them can play. They need a type of player. They need a disciplined man who cleans up at the back. Bali 2, they rush in, nobody's left to clean up.
Nobody is the chilled man.
Auna motho ke mtshepileng hore ai dangerous moment now, we are in danger, he can be calm enough to deal with the situation.
He's supposed to be that guy right now, but I think they're taking turns.
They're the same. They are the same profile. I have noticed that they're the same profile. So I don't think we should have them both. We can have them both on the pitch.
No, I actually think Sesane actually has Sesane going forward is a calmer one.
Yeah, on the ball, sure.
On the ball, he can do that. For what you are looking for right now,
the primary
Van Dijk kind of mentality. Yeah, there are similar profiles defensively. But guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Sesane and Sibisi as a pair. Is it time to try Kogi? I know you've been trying to call for Kogi, especially for the aerial ability.
Also, because you mentioned him, Kogi's on that pitch, he takes that penalty. I'm just saying.
You're reaching now.
I'm just saying.
You're reaching now. Coach.
He's our penalty taker.
Well, for the time for the time that you have spent already, I think it would be a great time for us to go into a player ratings, and I believe we should do the player ratings now. I think we've given enough of a tactical insight there.
For the most part,
yeah, for the most part, guys. So if you guys are ready, without further ado, we're gonna go into the player ratings. So it is time to put your faith in the score. Hey, Mr. Coach. Hey, you know, it's never easy to do these player ratings. It's one of these pieces of content that, hey, we still need to figure out how we're going to do it. But as we were before, if you ever seen a player rating show, you would know that we rate the players in a fashion where 6 is the score that I give, or we give, if the person has just done their job, you know, just came onto the field, did the job, didn't do anything spectacular, nothing to write home about. Arjesa at the same time. 7 and above is 7 and above. 6 down is 6 down. 5, I'll say, hore. If you are, let's say if you're Mabasa and you get a 5, it means Makgopa has to play the next game, or we need to try Makgopa in the next game. We have to try something different, you know. So we're gonna get into that. Also, you guys in the comments, please give us your ratings. Yeah, the games are coming in thick and fast. So let's do this player ratings section of the review. Mr. Coach, we start from the back as we attack and defend as a team. As you would know, you have to give the first man, who usually wears the jersey number 1, this time the jersey number 24, Sipho Chaine.
Chaine mfethu, plain and simple, ever reliable ke mga 7 Braga. In fact, you would even get a higher rating if we didn't concede. Mara, it has never clean sheet. I don't look at him, but nonetheless, not clean sheet. So Kimka 7 bailed us out in a moment where the game could have gone to 2-0. I think even got the 1-on-1 when it happened. I questioned it, but he actually did well to show the player to the side and limit his options. Yeah. So Chaine, nice 7, Danky. You deserve a clean sheet, but hey, nothing you could have done about the goal.
You know what? I think there's not much to say there. Chaine had a regular game. I think. And a regular game for Chaine is a 7.
It's incredible. That's dope.
If it's I mean, that's why we love him so much. Thank you, Mr. Chaine. Thank you, Mr. Chaine. So obviously we go down to Deano Van Rooyen. What do you make of his performance?
Deano mfethu ondlaletse, he was working really hard up and down there on the right as normal. Probably could have had an assist too, if I recall correctly. He did play the right balls. Marake Mka 6 in that, and my reason for that is I need him to play the full game.
Wait, did you just say you give him a 6 for him not finishing the game, him being substituted?
He was losing his legs, bro. It wasn't the wrong decision to bring him off.
Okay,
I don't disagree with that. Okay, it wasn't the wrong decision to bring him off. But I need to see him maybe even like manage his burst a little bit more, because maybe that's why he struggles to finish games. He's usually burnt out. So Kitlamka 6 because he wasn't able to see out the game when we needed him the most.
You know what? My rating does not go that much in depth. I've gone with the 7. Why I say not that much in depth is because I feel like okay, cool. him personally, he gave us what he always gives us. He didn't finish the game. For me, game management is supposed to address things like that. So I don't put it on his performance. I don't think the fact that he was a bit leggy is something that affects his score in a ratings point of view. But that's very interesting, very interesting. I never saw it like that. Thank you very much. That is Deano Van Rooyen. So the next we've got here is Deon Hotto.
Deon Hotto, our soldier. Plain and simple, short and sweet, game Kyle 60. I actually think I'm being a little bit generous, to be honest. Hotto had a good performance. He had a standard Hotto performance.
Yeah.
But that goal is just not good enough, bro.
Yeah, no, he's definitely.
It's just not good enough. That goal,
He's
very
definitely-
very critical moment. It decides the game. It
Yeah,
changes everything.
Yeah. Hey, a silly mistake is a silly mistake. So I'm not surprised, and yeah, or Mukaya 6 I guess.
Guy 6 he's
Yeah.
part of those that cost us.
And for him to be part of those that cost us and still get a 6, that means he
Yeah,
actually
he
had a
balanced it
decent
out.
performance.
Yes, he balanced it out.
The
yeah.
6 is not down to the full performance, it's down to the moment. And
Definitely.
game is about moments. So yeah, really,
Fine margins, yeah.
fine margins. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's get the next man in. We have the centre backs. Let's start with Sibisi.
Ubode Lamfetu had an okay game, wasn't asked too many questions. Also, the goal, not good enough. I'm asking a lot more questions. After Hotto loses possession, it is now on his side on the left. I rewatched that game, Mfetu. He gets confused so many times. And again, critical moment of the game, he's my captain. I expect him to lead there on the page. I expect him to make sure that we understand that at this moment of the game, we need to be careful and we need to be doing things right. He also lunges in. So, but like him, Kaya 5 and Fetch is not good enough. I need to see more.
So you're saying underperformed?
Underperformed. No, look, I'm not saying underperformed. He wasn't asked too many questions, but the question he was asked was a very important question, and he got that wrong.
Okay. In my view, yeah, he played to his level, which makes me start to ask myself, what really is BC's level? What are we dealing with here? Leadership wise, I don't think we had too much of a bad game in terms of okay, wait.
Mentality. Yeah, after that penalty miss, that's why I want to see him.
Yeah, make it
manage
difference.
the chance. Yeah,
Yeah.
well much it. Get them back in line. Let them calm down, slow down the game, relax again, and let's realize we still have time to win the game. I didn't see that from him. I didn't get that from him.
Very interesting, bruv. Honestly, emotionally, I was all over the place. All over the place when it comes to this game.
Sure.
Don't know who to blame, don't know where to point the finger. I just mentioned leadership now. But I don't really look to him for leadership, so I don't even know why I'm mentioning it.
But
It doesn't belong.
But because someone must
He's the third on the pecking order in terms of leadership in the team. So I actually don't know what I'm supposed to expect from him. I guess I'll call him out if Warrenwa Hantle. But right now, I just saw a regular Sibisi performance.
I feel it, right?
In a game that we win and concede one. Do you even highlight that when we do the player ratings?
Well, we wouldn't. Yeah, bro.
Oh, nah. I feel like
we won 8-1, bro. And I'm still looking at Sibisi for that goal.
Yeah, that's a direct goal. In Zilena, it's indirect. You're saying could have done.
He should have done better. Not even could. He should have done better.
Directly.
I want him
Responsible.
to direct that back
In fact,
line.
Gidi wants to happen. Since we are expanding on this BC issue, Gidi wants to happen. Yeah.
I want to see him take charge of that area. I want to know Hurda in that particular area, especially at that moment of the game, that we are secure. I never felt that way. I highlights. you often see him. He's found wanting most of that entire
Court ball watching.
not ball. He's chasing.
Yeah.
He's chasing
the ball.
since
Chasing
then,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that from my captain, let alone centre back. So, but yeah, I'm looking at him as a leader, elected leader. I'm sorry, the buck stops with him.
Yes. At the end of the day.
I'm sorry.
In the game.
Yeah.
I give him a 6. Like I said, I don't know if I did explain it properly, but I don't know what to expect from his regular performance. I don't look for more from him. This for me was more of a game for the attackers to answer. For the defense we have now Sesane.
Lena similar to Sibisi. Mariana came off 6, and the reason for that is he was a little bit better. He offered us a little bit more on the ball.
Of course.
I'm looking at him for that goal as well, bro. I'm looking at him. When the ball gets switched to the other side, he's also found with his back to goal. Not even back to goal, sorry. So he's chasing.
Chasing 6s and 7s.
That partnership ish, like maybe I'm a little bit on one day handling.
Yeah, we need to do a proper deep dive on that partnership.
I'm not sure. Oh, look, not just because we lost one game, but I'm not sold. And I highlight the games
we've been
won.
holding our breath.
Yeah, so
for a while.
Yeah. So yeah. Sesane give guy 6 because he gives us a little bit more on the ball, but not one of his better performances.
Funny enough, Lynn give Gaile 6, and I think not to waste time. Born. Damn it. It kind of sounds weird for me to give Sesane a 6 and Sibisi a 6.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, it's more of I'm giving the back line, the centre backs a 6. Because I think they didn't have much to do in general. Thank you very much. That is for the defense. Let's get into the midfield. We played a midfield 3 of Tito, Dlamini, and Thalente. We'll start with Mbatha.
Hey, Thalente Mbatha. He had a game of 2 halves, a little bit nyana. Hey, Mara Thalente this time I'm organics in that game. In fact, second half I felt like not sure Isa. I never felt comfortable in transition.
Meaning?
I'll explain. He was more responsible, I think, for the defensive work because of Dlamini and Tito.
Okay.
I expected to see him break down, play a little bit more. I expected us to control the midfield, which I think we kind of did for the most part in the first half. But I'm looking more at Tito and Dlamini for the combinations for that. Off the ball, Thalente, in fact, like I'm saying, I feel like Azangar much in that entire game. Off the ball didn't give us much. Second half, even worse. Those counter attacks, I'm looking for him like I'm totally. We got caught 2-3 times where they almost buried the game. Kimka form to Thalente for me, probably his worst performance of the season. I head up into our next game.
It's so funny. I wouldn't blame anybody for giving him a score like that. Lena, I'm sure if he had to rate himself by his own standards, he'd be down there. Yeah, feed makes sense. Personally, I give him 5-4. Give him 5-4 because same as the defense.
Yeah.
You saying he got caught off the ball, Haholo, and it made us lose in terms of the end-to-endness of the game that we ended up witnessing. So it seems like you are putting a level of blame on him for that, and for not having a more secure midfield, meaning you probably missed Makaula a lot.
Transitions. We got caught in transitions. The very about quarter, but transitions.
You know what I would have accepted? I would have accepted if Mbatha had the same performance defensively, but did better in attack. That's why I give him a 5. You get it?
Now I felt like Okata next.
Yeah, as in like 5 year thing, you did badly in attack. And then in defense, well, not too bad.
Who are you looking at to play here? As he's playing the game.
Yeah, it also goes down to the fact that I want him there.
Sure,
yeah.
Couldn't break down play. Like I'm saying, those transitions.
Okay. That's
I
fair.
think if we
That's
want
fair.
him playing there without Makau,
We need him to do the whole
he has
job.
to be doing it. Yeah, couldn't do that for me.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, no, that's the 5-4. I don't know if anybody's giving him anything more than that.
If they are being honest.
We have to be honest.
Sure.
Alright, cool, sharp. And then, yeah, okay. I will give you a chance to. And like, I'm not gonna let you explain. Let me. You say the rating first, and then let me explain that.
Okay,
sharp. Shenko.
7.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Interesting.
Our best player on the pitch on the night. He kept us ticking, man. That midfield, and Tito, I think they did really well together. Shenko again was excellent in moving us out of the defense. That ball he plays directly in between the two midfielders, man. Incredible.
Yeah. Ball
He's got-
splitting.
he's got an
ball
eye for
split
that.
ability for days.
I am fair too. I want about
Or
to pull out my window.
defense splitting ball ability
Yeah.
for days.
Yeah, I fair to
Yeah.
Dlamini mrumele pin location, Brian.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of our better performers. Unlucky not to get a goal.
Yo,
Especially,
yeah.
I loved more Moraring Vele edge of the box. I think he did really well there. Those first time shots, that placing. Oh,
Yeah, finding space in those
Barring, is that
areas.
an educated left foot?
Very educated
Aye,
left
Braga,
foot.
Shem.
Ooh, well trailed. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Unlucky not to get a goal, but he had a really good game.
Yeah, I don't think it's any surprise that I also gave him a 7. That goal would have put him at a 9.
9. 9. That thing hits the post
Or
and left.
him
the
no
pick
like
of
a
the
2
net.
points
We didn't win the game, so
and a win.
Well,
Would
yeah,
have taken him to a 9.
Straight.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just happy. That's one of the positives I can take from this game. Our midfield is almost back, guys. Almost. I know. It doesn't look that way right now. Our midfield is almost back, guys. We just need to finish our dinner. That's it. That's it. Sharp. That's for Shenko. Thank you very much, Mr. Coach. The man, the myth, the legend,
Tito.
the ambulance.
Tito, first of all, 6.
Hey, 6 in pitch.
Yeah.
6 in pitch.
Tito for me actually had a good performance, bro. He played pretty well. The first half, him and Mbatha owned it, and right up until that ball ishapapala on the right hand side, in the 74th minute or 70th minute.
He was like this with Dlamini for the best player.
Tito was having an incredible night out. Also, he gets a 6 for me. I've actually dropped it for what I think is a reflection of the game, because you have to bury that, bro. Crucial moment. You gotta put again. I'm not angry at him. It happens. It's football. When they say he scores 9 out of 10 penalties, one of them has to come out, right? So, but what I'm saying is that's you have to bury that. You have to put us in the lead.
And you have to carry it if it's you the one who drank us.
Sure. Okay, and I liked how he responded a minute later.
Yeah.
But after that,
He never put his head down. And he deserves credit for that.
That tap in. Tito Maswanganyi could have had a 9 performance, honestly. Those moments bring him down to 6 for me. But yeah. Unlucky Ntwana Mfethu mina ngamtshela
For now, thank you for saying unlucky. Now, in the spirit of unlucky, I have given him a 5.
Sure. I had it right. I blind.
Tito is my favorite player.
Sure.
So when I do this, I'm saying that I'm showing you that it's possible. And my expectations are higher. And when you are the one
Who drinks us?
who drinks us,
Sure.
I'm like, Fitz, you are old enough. I'm putting it on your shoulders. And for you, I'm giving you the 5. I'm like, Twara 5 Mfethu. Maybe next week I'll give you a bonus. Who knows? But in order to save the rest of the boys, I'm giving it to you. Luena, take it so that Rocky sharp. See? That's how you lose, boys. You take it on your shoulders.
Like a man, bro.
Like a man.
I don't think you're being harsh at all, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I'm a
Brilliant performance, if I haven't said. Like I said, our midfield is back. That's exactly what I want to see.
Exactly.
So I just want him to rather think about putting it in the net.
That's the most positive 5 I've ever seen. Shout
Get. Nobody's going to see that. We must get your vegetables in first.
Get them down.
Get them down. Tito?
Unlucky.
Vegetables first.
Unlucky.
Alright, fair. Unlucky. Keep doing what you're doing, change nothing.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, sharp updates. You guys, the Tito situation is, I don't know. I haven't watched too many reactions. I don't know how controversial
I don't want to
is.
hear what they have to say, bro.
Yeah.
I'm backing my boy. Unlucky.
Unlucky, Antoine.
Fella.
35. Yeah, cool. It's yours. It's yours. Own it. You'll hand it over to the next man, and you'll be like, if I could take it, you can too.
Sure. And ukona vele uzwethola.
Oh wait, that completes our midfield three. Yeah, maybe we should even do the average. Yeah, one team. Next section. Yeah. Critical phases of the game.
Sure.
Alright, let's move on to the final third. Let me start deep.
Okay.
Not deep, but the other side.
Okay, sure.
Furthest man on the pitch. Tshegofatso Mabasa. Let's hear about your rating.
But Nagatomi.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Mabasa Mfethu had a less than desirable game. 5.
Yeah.
Didn't give us much. Second half, our guy next. Second
Okay.
half. In the first half, he had, especially early in the game, he had a few moments where he was helping.
Yes.
With link-up play. But otherwise, Mabasa Mfethu
No, he was helping. He was doing everything. He was helping with link-up play, and he was shooting all in the first half.
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Namara Mabasa came Kaya 5, but you guys must know going forward. Mabasa came Kaya 5. I'm starting him.
Yeah.
In the next game.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
5 means it's not like nothing came through, but I'm backing you to be the one to bring us something. So as much as I'm also looking at you, I don't know. So actually coach or why bounce it. 5 out here, unlucky. See you on the pitch on Sunday. Thank you very much.
First name on the team sheet.
First name of the team.
Pull up your socks.
Yeah,
Get your shooting boots on for the next game. Yeah, Alan Nike and Kaya 5 for yeah. You're going to take it. If Makhoba was in the same position with a similar game, he was going to get a similar score. I feel it. Yeah, Kaya 5-4, he should have done more. Second half, as you said, invisible, totally invisible. So, back to the drawing board. Sir. Okay, sharp. Mohau Nkota.
Young man, Mohau Nkota, I know Sekim Gary fair rating. I think he's had enough games for me to judge him for his performance and not just as a young man having played. Having said that, nothing came off for him. Kim Kaya 5. Nothing came off for him. Nothing worked out. But I must also mention Nkota, another one. I am saying play him through bad form. He needs to be allowed to make the mistakes until he reaches his true potential. There's a special player there. We know that.
I don't think there's any value in leaving him on the bench. Sometimes just let him watch the game sometimes.
Not on the bench.
On the bench.
If you do so, if you're going to leave him on the bench, do it after a decent performance. Not after
this.
After this, he needs to play. Maybe not start him, but he needs to play.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So,
woo!
Play him.
Anyway, I wanna take a run. See why I was not giving too many 5s at the beginning. But anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, Nkota, it would be harsh to give him a 4. Honestly, this wasn't one of those games where he's getting chance after chance. Yeah. So,
Nyama on that side.
Yeah, we can actually check over here. Mkhize on the opposite side and Nyama on the
Dealt with him.
Yeah, dealt with him. Yeah.
I only remember that name because Nkosinathi Sibisi suffering.
Yeah.
It happens. I've seen that happen to Mofokeng.
Yeah.
You know, we're so lucky to have Mofokeng as a reference for Nkota.
Bruh. Right here. This is what happens.
Yeah. It is.
So we are we are excited to see how he develops moving on. Fede. I like it. Yeah, like I said, I also give him a 5. Don't want to be. I would give him a 6, but I've already given him a 5, and I can't turn back.
You'll be capping anyway.
I'd feel it. The president of the 2000s.
President Mfethu, what a special player. Heads off, young man, Kimka 7. Would have been an 8. He was doing some miracles in the box when we were goal down. Not a section player. KP. There was a moment more.
You just need that ball to go down the left-hand side or in the middle. Give it to Mofokeng. Yeah.
Tito Maswanganyi assist with that poor finish.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
I am Mofokeng special, but he rating how.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that nothing came off of it.
Yo, so you're saying could have been a?
Could have been a 9. Mofokeng training was offer a non-9 performance. Not this season.
I'll wait. I feel it, dog. I don't think I can argue. Very special player. He could have had an assist. I don't know how. I don't remember too many goal opportunities. Yeah. Yes.
Something he creates again with that little pass.
Yes.
Special player.
If we had 0.5s in this episode, we'd probably have 0.5. Yo, coach. Motion to dismiss the bench.
Now I can wrap it up for you, actually. That's fine.
Summarize the
I give
flipping
them
bench, please.
all a 5. No, give a 5 coffee next. Mako specifically, I want to give it a 4 because it's unfair.
Is this an honorable mention? Yeah.
And I planned what I'm frustrated now, Marco Prague. But the way he got smoked there, bro.
For fresh legs, bro. That was a little bit confusing.
He lost the pace, unfortunately.
Man, was that not Hotto?
No, dog.
But Hotto did get smoked, actually.
That was Marco, brother. I remember seeing him chest up, eye blind. When I saw him, I was like, yo.
That's fresh legs, though. That's odd. That's odd.
Allah came to the injury him Kawati.
I need a left back. I need a left back. Fit. It's like you still want. It's like okay, easy. Yeah, so you've accepted the best Marco. Yes, let me not.
It's not about him.
Let's leave this out of the race.
I'm a fan again of his, but unlike him, I'm JVC there. But yeah, Kebaka 5 the rest.
Yeah,
the wrong subs in the first place, not the right time to bring them on. Yeah, which I want to round it up with the coach.
Let's round it up with the coach, the leader of the technical team.
Mr. Coach, in last night's game, let us down for me. Kimkaya 5, Jose. Very strong starting 11. I was happy with that. Came with a weak bench, a presumptuous bench, an
impotent bench
that assumed that everything was going to be done by the starting 11. I think he was ill-prepared, a bit naive, and that Mabasa radio banner change, it's going to take a while before I understand it. So, unless he comes out and says Mabasa had a knock, but I get information here.
Wow. But you're literally saying...
Clutching at straws.
You're clutching at straws, but you're saying that I know that I'm clutching at this straw and I'm actually not going to clutch at it because I know...
It's a straw.
It's a straw.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Jose, unlucky. He doesn't get them wrong often, but he got it wrong for me. He was ill-prepared and give him a 5.
Coach, you are lying. You are either lying or you are disingenuous.
Why?
But I think you should probably mention that it's more about the bench. Not ill-prepared.
You prepare a match day 20.
I feel.
Sure.
He did what you wanted in the first 11, but he didn't do enough with the bench. Wow, that's very critical. But yeah, I understand.
If you want me to really justify a little bit
but
more.
Yeah. But I guess what's the point of rating the coach if you're not gonna,
I must now only say wins a well. No.
Yeah.
I hate to be honest, Brian.
Yeah. If it's got it wrong, it's got it wrong.
Halftime also, I don't think he won them in the change room. I don't think the speech worked.
Hey.
We came out as
conjecture, dog.
Bro.
That's
we
conjecture.
came out as a different team in the second half, dog.
No, but that's not. Coach. The second half is the half that the beginning of the second half was good, dude.
It was okay.
It was good.
It was okay.
I give Jose Riveiro a 7.
Yeah.
Hey.
Training season. No, bro.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, you're giving your coach a 7, Richie, Brad?
Yes,
I don't trust your judgment today.
that's fine. Look at the game. We drank ourselves on the pitch.
You're telling
not
me
on the training ground,
saying, coach,
not in the changing room.
You're saying, coach, nothing
on
wrong.
the
You're
pitch.
saying, coach, nothing wrong.
I'm saying, coach, at least you put on the right 11. The game plan. This is the game plan. I was with him in the technical discussions before the game. We told him, and we decided that we are going with a 4-3-3. That experiment that he tried last week when Mbatha was in the 6. We implemented it. We went for the team that was supposed to do the job. The first half, it did enough, but didn't put the ball in the back of the net or the dinner in the stomach. Second half, we do more. And then, what happens to the penalty? Mabasa nowhere to be found. Heads went down.
Who's keeping Mabasa grounded?
Yeah,
Mr. Photo official.
But you know what? I'm ready to be told. But I just need to hear.
For me, they were heat decisions. He couldn't affect the game when we needed to affect the game.
Coach,
I expect that from my coach.
I'm gonna need to hear evidence that there's a reason why the people who are not in the squad, ne? Who are we highlighting? We are highlighting Makaula's the only one that's got the suspension. Hoshota Saling.
Yes.
Hoshota Lemang hape.
Gilberto
le Kimvidi. Bakai.
Attacking players. They are fit. I'll tell you that. Didn't make the match day squad. Tusomlelek is an attacking player. Okay, no Munyane. Lintwingen instead. Lemako.
We have 2 fullbacks that came on.
Yes.
That's poor.
Chobenukai Otengo Benjing.
I'm gonna have to leave my 7 to just show you that those are my feelings. After this talk, maybe I would have changed things.
Sure.
But I'm not going to cap or clap. And I'm not going to change it too late into the game. I gave him a 7. I think when I made this rating, I was thinking of those moments when we had the to the spot and it didn't work out, and we were at some point we were half clowning them. So yeah, man, I really think we did enough in the first half. We should have done enough in the first half. Should have put the ball in the back of the net. The coach cannot score the ball for you. So, Bafetu, that is where we are about to end off the player ratings. And now that we have done the team, the technical team too, then it leaves us with the last performance rate. And that is for the refereeing team, the official squad, the fourth official, the linesman, and the man in the middle. How do you rate the refereeing today?
Linesman, not too much. Mr. Ref the game. Mr. Ref, I give him a 5. Couldn't control the game. Tempers were flying. He couldn't get it. He couldn't manage the players. There was a red card. I saw a player, yellow card. For me, that's a red card offense. It's a dangerous, reckless tackle. Cape Town City should have gone a man down. Right in it.
What a penalty plus red card.
Yeah, not actually ball now.
I feel.
Yeah, I think Mr. Ref could have done better. Akas Puzana. So 5 is still fair. I wouldn't say unkostile game, but yeah, there's Lena Abashapa refereeing committee. I think you'll have a few questions to answer.
Okay. No, I feel like
I know I keep number 5 is Lee weapon.
yo, It's Mafanda. Mafanda. Oh, Mr. Coach. I give him a 6 because some would say it's a soft penalty. It was controversial to say the least. Tito did his part in convincing the cameras and the people on the field at the time, and the referee duly obliged, and for that, I'll have to say it's about time. It's about time. So, hey man, he could have chosen not to give us that penalty. Why? Why Botswana?
And I wait and give us our penalty, then maybe give a rewind him.
And so you give him a 5.
Hey, penalty that cost you.
Guys, we've had a lot of fun doing this one. This was the player ratings portion of the preview. It is Cape Town City 1 preview. I love
City the game.
That was the player ratings portion of the match review. Betway Premiership, Cape Town City 1, Orlando Pirates 0. I am your host KP, joined by my co-host, my guest, my brother, Mr. Coach. Orlando Pirates, we move on to the next game. Please get your comments in, like, comment, share, subscribe,